Thousands of Pennsylvanians gathered at the Harrisburg Capitol building to protest Governor Tom Wolf's closure of non-essential businesses Monday at noon. Protesters clustered together waving signs, flying flags, and shouting slogans. Some chose to stay in cars and blare their horns in front of the Capitol complex. Others stood shoulder to shoulder without face masks in defiance of federal guidelines. Although the rally focused on reopening Pennsylvania's businesses, many attendees advocated for religious freedom and gun rights while protesting abortion. A handful of protesters openly carried firearms. At least one of the protesters' guns was loaded with ammunition. Jeremy Furman called the governor's closures an overreaction.
You don't destroy an economy, the biggest economy on planet Earth, for a sniffle cold. 60,000 people a year die. Up to 60,000 die from the regular flu. That doesn't faze anybody, If you're afraid of catching the virus or the cold or whatever it is, I call it a sniffle cold, is what it seems to be. The numbers are coming out. It's not even as deadly as the flu. Then don't come out. Stay in, hide in your little rabbit hole, and let everybody else live their life,
Shelley, who declined to give her full name, said while she is able to work in a warehouse, she's concerned for others.
I don't like to see my America, the people that lose their jobs and their livelihoods, that work really hard. I've been able to work through this, but some people aren't, and my heart goes out to them.
State Senator Doug Mastriano of the 33rd District called the gathering a rally and called Governor Wolf's closure of non-essential businesses overreach.
So it all started with the governor's speech on, 19th of March or so, and then he came out and said all businesses I deem non-essential have to shut down. And that shut down on 40% of our economy here with no recourse. My point of being here is to be the voice of the people, because the governor's not listening to us. I just don't know how he can ignore the cries of the people. I see him come out and give his speeches, not answer questions, create more chaos, and we just need answers. The people can decide to open safely. It should not be up to him to decide who can and can't open for business. That's not America.
Mark Scaringi, an attorney and a political activist, also spoke at the event.
Governor Wolf had better reopen Pennsylvania. Thousands of people were here out of work and desperate to be able to provide for their families. The unemployment compensation system has crashed, and people don't want to rely upon government handouts. They want to work. The COVID-19 viral illness has isolated certain geographical regions and demographic groups that are most at risk. So apply the governor's COVID-19 prevention and mitigation tools to those areas where the risk is greatest, and let the rest of Pennsylvania stay open and stay working, because our businesses sustain our own lives.
Mastriano said many people at the protest were social distancing.
Yeah, I've mostly seen out here people, with their gloves on or something around their necks to put over. And so I know today Governor Wolf in his speech will focus in on vignettes or tales of a few people not, social distancing here. I'll just stop. Let's quarantine the sick. Let's protect those most vulnerable in the nursing homes, what have you. That's where half the deaths are occurring. Let's really buckle down and protect them. But let's stop oppressing the innocent people.
However, most protesters at the event did not wear face masks, nor did they remain 6 feet apart.
In some cases they have engaged in social distancing, in other cases they haven't. But the actual scientific reports indicate that the COVID-19 virus was here many, many months before the media reported on it. Tens of millions of Pennsylvanians have already had COVID-19 and have developed immunities in their own systems to deal with it. So the risk is much lower than the media and Governor Wolf would have you believe.
Scaringi attributed this information to articles in Reuters and USA Today. Medical professionals sourced in both articles said it was plausible but unlikely the coronavirus spread to the United States before it was reported in January. This is Jonathan Bergmuller for The Slate.